So Threads, it launches this Thursday. How much can it capitalize over some of the recent turbulence over at Twitter?
Look, it took 16, 17 years for Twitter to get to the scale that it has today, which is, in the order of 250, I think, million active users. Threads is not going to be doing that over a compressed time frame. Nonetheless, Facebook and Meta have a far better oiled advertising machine than Twitter has. So there is, if they get it right, the potential for quite a lot of upside. What an interesting thing to look at, though, if you think actually about the closest rival to Twitter, it's probably LinkedIn. Sort of professional audience, often, there's a lot of media and journalists and politicians on Twitter, but sort of adjacent in LinkedIn. They haven't actually benefited massively yet, at least, from all the issues at Twitter. The revenue's up 200 million year on year in the most recent quarter. Maybe there's a bit of a lag as some of the advertisers change tack and look towards them, but it's maybe quite a good metric for the sort of space being vacated by Twitter, and at the very least, the timescale required to fill it.
I mean, having another social media platform launch amid a lot of other ones launching seems a bit daunting for advertisers to try to get their grip on where they should be more, where they should be less. I know we don't know the pitch for advertisers, but what do you figure it would be from Threads, from Meta, to say, okay, we know we're new, but come advertise with us?
Well, it's a lot easier for them than it would be for, say, Blue Sky, right? The rival being ginned up by former Twitter executives, because Meta has the existing relationships with advertisers. So they can go along and they say, well, look, if you want to get the cool, trendy young kids, we've got Instagram. If you want to get a different demographic I won't identify, you can use Facebook. And if you want to get more of a sort of media trend set, news agenda setting audience, then we hope to have Threads. It's easier for them to build that up. And also, you can just pump the same ads through these different channels. If you're selling it on the basis of the people you reach rather than the platform you use, then there might be nothing stopping them pumping it through that. So that is, clearly an opportunity for them. They have far better, in advertising, you talk quite a lot about probabilistic and deterministic advertising. So probabilistic is, we think they vaguely fit this demographic. Deterministic is, we know exactly who is on the end of this device, who is watching this piece of content. Deterministic is the stuff that people want, because then they can target their ads with far greater accuracy, even with some of the anonymity settings that are now in play because of things like GDPR. Facebook, Instagram, Meta have that very good deterministic data, and that is something that Twitter generally doesn't have. One of the reasons that Twitter actually was introducing the verification blue ticks, sure, partly it's a revenue play, but also it's about knowing exactly who is on the end of a given account, which actually helps them target better ads.